This upload contains strong language. Okie dokie, alright, what shall we call this party? Yeah, I know what we're going to call this party right here. Okay, right. Have some fucking manners party. How about that? Okay, have some fucking manners party. Come on in. Greetings one and all, this is Rhythm Works and welcome to my channel. And today I've got a facepalm. Yeah, I've got a facepalm for you. And it's on the basis of parties, you know, friend parties and such. And I totally understand that, you know, when you have a group of friends, sometimes you feel you can just jump into their lobby. But the thing about it is that if you jump into their lobby, you kind of run the risk of jumping into their lobby with people who you personally don't like or who you have blocked. Now they have a feature where if one of your friends has a party and you try and join their party, it will tell you that you can't go into the party because it contains somebody that you've blocked in the party. Now I don't have a problem with that at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I ain't trying to tell nobody who to play with, who not to fucking play with, because everyone owns a PS4, everyone pays their electricity bill, everyone pays their internet provider service. Do you know what I'm saying? So who the fuck am I to tell anyone who to fucking play with? But the thing what I'm basically dealing with is sometimes you might jump into somebody's lobby or somebody's party by accident. And on this occasion, I had like there was around 5 parties going on. And I meant to jump in somebody's party who this person has no qualms about me just jumping in, you know, because all of his friends, I know his friends. Do you know what I'm saying? I haven't blocked any one of his friends and their friends hasn't blocked me. So I had no problem. But what happened was that I joined another person's party by mistake. And I don't know about anybody else, but for me, when somebody joins my party by mistake, the first question I ask is, whose friend is this? That's it. That's all I'm asking, because I just want a clarification as to who this person knows in my party. But on this occasion, when I jumped into this party, I was met with the question, who's this fucking cunt? And bearing in mind, right, this is a friend of mine on my PSN network, you know, and the saying comes to mind, show me your company, I'll tell you who you be. That's what came to mind, you know. The dude just came out with, who's this cunt? Now to me, that warrants an instant fucking delete, man, because I can't take people that ain't got no fucking manners and don't know how to navigate their fucking PlayStation. Do you know what I'm saying? Number one, best piece of advice, if you want to alleviate the situation of having uninvited guests join your party, all you have to do is just click invited players only. That way you would have to literally send an invite to your friend to join your party, because that will just get rid of all the unwanted guests jumping into your party by accident. It's not a given that everyone is going to know how to use their PlayStation at the same time. But if you leave it on this, every single friend in your friends network, your friends and your friends of your friends, will be able to join your lobby. You know what I'm saying? That's an instant delete. Not even for him, because he wasn't even my friend to begin with, but the person who I was friends with. That's a fucking instant delete. Because if you're moving around with people like that, I don't want to have nothing to do with you. Because if you ain't got no fucking manners to begin with, and if you can't improve your vocabulary and give a first impression that you have some degree of manners and social skills, I don't want to fucking know. Period. Anyway, after all of that, they drew the race card. It was 2 of them, actually. It was 2 of them that was being disrespectful and unsociable. And because my gamer tag is Rhythm Works, and because my avatar has Jamaican rules, obviously, it doesn't take a rocket science to figure out that I'm black. And they just drew the race card and says, well, you know, Rhythm Works, Bomba Cloud, this, that, nigga this, nigga that. And I'm thinking, okay, let the fuckers talk. And all the while I'm asking them to improve their fucking vocabulary, to expand their vocabulary. Anyway, once all that shit was over and done with, I got to find out that they were from Scotland. So the first question I asked him, and I'm trying to give him the chance to redeem himself, so he doesn't get an instant delete. His friend doesn't get an instant delete also. So I'm asking him where he comes from. He says, oh, a town that you wouldn't even have heard of. I says, where do you come from in Scotland? He said, a place called Kinloss. I says, yeah, I've heard of a place called Kinloss. And I asked him, do you know what assumption is? He said, yes. He said, assumption is when you second guess somebody, where you make an assumption of what that person is or what he does by what he does and says. I says, no, I'm not asking you what it means. I'm asking you, do you know what it is? He said, no. I said, well, it's the mother of all fuck-ups. Then I proceeded to ask him about his standpoint on the Scottish referendum. And he said, based upon the fact that Alex Salmond has not given me any facts to go by and Nicola Sturgeon hasn't given me any facts to go by, I'm voting in. I'm saying, well, how can you be voting in when you more or less want to be independent? And he says, well, yeah, that's what I meant. So I said, well, no, if you want independence, you're voting out. If you want to stay together with the United Kingdom, you're voting in. He goes, no. I says, yes. He goes, oh, no, I know what you mean. I know what you're saying. So straight away, it's like this teenager doesn't realize he's talking to a 50-year-old man from the get-go. Do you know what I'm saying? I just couldn't even continue the conversation. He couldn't even continue the conversation, and they started playing FIFA 14. So the lesson to be learned, people, you know, if all else fails, just exercise some common fucking courtesy, man. That's all you got to do. Just say, oh, whose friend is this? When somebody just drops into your party unannounced and uninvited. Because that person might have done that by accident. It might not be a willful act on his part. Because some people might have just bought the PS4 and still trying to work their way around the whole freaking console. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not everyone knows how to use the PlayStation 4 at the same time. And that's what I'm trying to explain to people. But right now, that friend is getting an instant fucking delete because I cannot be socializing with dumb fucks that cannot freaking expand their vocabulary and don't have no manners to begin with. So sorry about that, my brethren, but you gotta go. You got to go. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, you know the coup, whatever the console, whatever the platform, whatever the media, whatever the genre, happy gaming, because that's what it's about, happy gaming. Not about saying, who's this cunt, when they jump into your lobby. And until such time, I catch you guys later. And until the next video, Megan.